Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how AI understands speech. Every time you say, "Hey Copilot," you start a conversation with a machine that doesn't have ears or a brain like ours, yet somehow it understands you, answers, and even talks back. So how does that happen? How does AI understand human speech? Let's break down the science and a little magic behind it. When you speak, your voice creates pressure waves in the air. Microphones capture those waves as a digital signal, a stream of tiny snapshots called samples. Imagine it like a high-speed camera taking 44,000 pictures of your voice every second. Then the AI transforms those signals into something called a spectrogram, a colorful picture that shows how loud each frequency is over time. It's a lot like a fingerprint of your voice. Each sound, each vowel has its own visual pattern. Think of it as teaching a computer to see your voice instead of hear it. But sound waves alone don't mean anything. The AI needs to find patterns. Engineers use something called feature extraction, which breaks the audio into tiny time slices and measures pitch, tone, and rhythm. These features are like the ingredients in a recipe. The AI needs to cook them up to get the meaning. Older systems used fixed mathematical formulas, but modern AI uses deep neural networks that learn patterns automatically, like how your brain recognizes a friend's voice instantly. Here's where the magic starts: automatic speech recognition, or ASR. The AI takes those patterns and predicts which sounds, called phonemes, they correspond to. English has about 44 phonemes. By combining them, it forms words and sentences. It's a bit like autocorrect for sound. The AI guesses what you said by comparing thousands of possibilities. Early systems used hidden Markov models, math-based probability engines. Today we use transformer models, the same architecture behind some audio-based large language models. These models don't just hear letters, they understand context. They know when you said weather instead of weather based on the surrounding words. When you say book a flight to Paris, ASR doesn't just transcribe sound by sound, it looks at patterns, grammar, and likelihoods to output the right phrase. Great, now the computer has words, but that's not enough. Humans don't just speak to make sounds, we speak to mean something. That's where natural language processing comes in. NLP analyzes syntax, context, and intent to figure out what you actually want. It uses tokenizers to break sentences into pieces and language models to predict relationships between those tokens. For example, if you say, "Can you play Coldplay?" the action would be to play music. But if you said, "Can you play soccer?" the action would be an activity of soccer. The words are similar, but the intent is totally different. NLP catches that. Behind every voice assistant is a huge neural network trained on thousands of hours of speech and billions of text examples. Models like Azure Neural Speech and others use transformer architectures that can capture both local and global context in conversation. These models don't memorize, they generalize. That's why they can understand new words or accents they've never heard before. Some even learn emotional tone and speaker identity, which powers more human-sounding AI voices. Once AI understands your intent, it connects to a service or API to act on it. That might mean searching the web, translating your words, or generating a voice response using text-to-speech. In the case of Azure Speech, it might translate a spoken sentence in real time or generate a synthetic voice for accessibility or content creation. These systems never stop improving. Engineers fine-tune data for new dialects, noisy environments, and edge cases. It's like a global classroom where millions of voices teach AI how to listen better every day. Now we've entered a period from speech recognition to speech understanding. AI doesn't just transcribe or translate, it senses emotion, intention, and personality. You can have real-time conversations with avatars, digital assistants that mirror your tone, and instant translation across languages. And all of it starts with one incredible question: can a machine truly understand us? Thanks for watching. If you want to see how Azure Speech powers real-world voices, subscribe for more deep dives into speech AI. See you next time.